Hi guys, welcome to round 5 of the Race Department GP2 series from Spain, and as you can see the qualifying results are right in front of you, and I've qualified an amazing 11th, basically because I mucked up both of my laps and decided not to waste any more tyres trying to get a lap in. But if you remember, last time I qualified towards the back end or outside of the top 10, I finished 4th in Australia at the start of the season and 2nd in India at the end of last season. So not such bad karma there, or omens. Can't really think of the right word, but hey ho. So you see Aiden TNG on pole, my teammate in front of me in P7 or 8, I think it was, and me in 11th. So you've got the two third Mauritius at the back and Joe in front of me and Killer Carl in front of him. So I'm in a Mauritia and a Ferrari sandwich. So we had to wait quite a bit of time actually for the lights to come on, but the lights do eventually come on. And I was kind of not so confident, but confident with my race pace for this race, so it's going to be a bit interesting. But as the lights come up and the lights go out and we are away, putting fuel mixture up to Rich and BAM! So running up the back of Killer Carl, and I think it was LNC or Cinemis that didn't stop, and basically called a mass pile-up, so not the greatest of starts, and you can see I'm right at the very back, but coming into the pits now, bit of live commentary.
What tyres? What tyres? Oh, bollocks, I forgot to... Oh,
yeah, I wasn't really too sure as to what tyres to choose, so I wasn't sure if, because there was a 17% chance of rain, wasn't too sure. But I put on the primes and see Killer Carl's just destroyed his vehicle. So coming around the first corner, safety car's being deployed. And a bit more live commentary.
Don't slow down! Hurry up!
So, yeah. I wasn't really happy that Jordan slowed down that quickly and that early. Because I knew that I still had to rush back to the pits, and I decided to go for another set of options.
Oh no! Go, go, go! Get him! Yes! No! Oh, you...
And unfortunately couldn't quite get out in front of the caterer. But I decided to go for another set of options and go for 2 option stints to the end of the race as we restart is underway, and jumped my teammate Mantas quite well at the start there, but Jort's not too far in front, only 0.8 seconds. And as we come around turn 1 and 2, Jort gets a bit out of shape, and that gives me a good chance to get him down the inside of turn 3, and he goes a bit wide, and that's me down the inside up to P9. And if it weren't for this safety car, I would have been absolutely screwed, because I was miles behind everyone else. But as we're coming round to turn 5, I think it was LNC or J, one of the caterers, I think it was at J, but coming round to, see, another someone else, I think that was Gunner Gamble, got knocked straight on at the at that corner there, and that's me up to another place. So I've taken quite a few places at this first restart lap, and now I'm attacking Powser up for P6 as we're coming down to turn 5. Go round the outside. Can I hold it? Yes, I think I can. Yes, I have.
Oh, what a move!
And another bit of excellent live commentary there for you. But now on to lap 14, you've got Jay, recovering Jay, who just DRS's me. No point in defending that really, not really going to do much. But Jay gets past me and I'm dropped back to P7. So on to the next lap later on into the lap 14, and see there's a big bunch of cars in front. And there's a few people going wide and going off, and Techno Elite nearly collected Rob Noxious there, but I go straight through the middle and take that place. Another great move there, and I'll get the DRS as well, but I think so will most of the other guys. And we're running down now, going defensive just to try and hold my position, but then I realised that I'm pretty safe and take that position nicely, and I'm back up to P5, or up to P5 for the first time in the race. So now on to lap 19, you got Tio dropping back, I think because he missed qualifying, he had to start in a neutral setup. So he's doing quite well to be this far up. As we're coming around the final corner, I'm going to get DRS, and I use the rest of my KERS, open the DRS using a bit more KERS, and I think, no, I didn't use a bit more KERS. So diving down the inside, braking for turn 1, and I actually felt quite confident on the brakes in this track, especially going into turn 1. And I made quite a few moves on people there. But on to lap 22, and there I put on the options for my final stint. And coming out of the pits, I've dropped his P7, but my teammate Mantas is just coming down the pit straight now. You see him just there, and he's gonna get past me, going round the outside, which he does quite well to hold it round the outside. And I'm thinking, oh, hopefully I don't have to battle him too hard, but thankfully gets out of the way. I'm not sure if he made a mistake or got out of the way, but thankfully I got past him. And thanks to Mantas if you did let me past. But on to lap 23 now, you got Rob Noxious, who come out just in front of him in the pits as well. Who's got DRS on me now. I'm having to go a bit defensive, but just about holding on, using a bit of curse to defend as well. And that is secured the place for P7 now. But unfortunately, my recording stopped because I've run out of space because I forgot to delete some old footage. So I'm sorry about that, but it was quite an entertaining race up these last few laps. But I managed to catch up to Powser Up and basically overtake him, and then it started to rain a little bit, and at turn 5 I think I ran into the gravel. I slipped wide, ran into the gravel, and he got past me. And then me, Powser Up, and Rob Noxious had a good little tussle towards the end, but thankfully I managed to get away. But it was annoying because before I made that mistake, I caught up to Jay within about 1.5 seconds, so I was catching him quite hard, and I was really on the edge and pushing very hard, like probably one of the hardest I've pushed in a while. But I think LNC won, TNG came second, and Gonna Gamble third. Unfortunately for Jay, he had a 20-second penalty I think, so that put me up to 4th. So it was quite nice to see that I managed to pull off a 4-stop strategy and still be that far up. It would have been quite interesting to see where I would have been if it didn't have to pit so often. But yeah, unfortunately this is where the recording ends, and thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you liked, and see you for the next race, whenever it may be.